Hey guys, here's a fascinating truth in the book of James, chapter 1, and it says in verse 2, "Consider it all joy, my brethren, when you encounter various trials." In the New American Standard 2020, it says, "Consider it all joy, brothers and sisters." So this is for all of us individuals. James wrote this to the 12 tribes that were dispersed, but it's pertinent for you and me today. And this is a very powerful truth that if we'll take hold of it, it'll help us as we go forward this year. Consider it or count it all joy. Like it has to do with an attitude adjustment. Whenever you encounter various trials, another word would be temptations or tests. So what's the attitude? What's our posture when we encounter various temptations, tests, and trials? Some would be overwhelmed. Some would feel unhappy. Some would be dissatisfied with life. Some would feel like, why me, and all that stuff. But that's not where we're allowed to go here, where we actually, it's kind of like people that love a challenge. You know, there are people that in life that intentionally choose hobbies that that challenge them, that brain skills. Some people do these math puzzles, and what's it, Sudoku or something like that. And then there are people that rock climb, or there are people that I know guys that are older than me that are out on bicycles riding 25, 30 miles in a moment, pushing up hills, challenging their system, defying the erosion that aging can try to bring on us, And here spiritually, this is an attitude. It's like, I like, it's not like I'm a glutton for punishment. And this in no way advocates a sadomasochist, sadistic. God is not sadistic, and we're not to be masochistic. Sadism is like, I love to impose trouble on you. And masochism is I just relish problems. That's not what this is saying. What it's saying, though, is, hey, since there are challenges in the world, since it's a fallen world, realize it, and realize that you and I, we are going to build a special set of muscles anytime we face something challenging, difficult, hard, something uncomfortable. And that's really what it's saying here. It says, knowing that the testing of your faith produces endurance. Knowing that the testing of your faith produces endurance. Well, runners know that as they walk and then they start running and walking, and then as they press into running, they develop stamina and they get better and more efficient in their ability to get up and go. And I read that what happens is your heart rate increases, you raise up your beats per minute, and your body, you'd think it'd be bad for your heart, but actually your heart's a muscle, so it strengthens it. But here's the thing, the circulation to your extremities causes the oxygenated blood to circulate, and then the depleted blood to come back in a greater efficiency. So that and here's what I found out, when you're in your resting state, your heart doesn't have to work as hard. So even though you worked it harder in that little moment of challenging exercise, then you come back and through the rest of your day, your system's more efficient. You give yourself efficiency. You fight the fight of faith, and it makes you grow. It makes you mature. It makes you face life better. By that I mean, you're not overwhelmed about every little thing. Look, I've been a pastor for over 40 years, and I have been with a lot of widows and widowers, and I'm fascinated by these godly men and women that that are married for 50, 60 years, and then they lose the loved one that they were so really in a great relationship with. It wasn't like, oh, I can't wait till you're gone. It was like they adored each other, did everything together. Their lives were integrated. How are they going to survive it? But they do. They get up, they face the day. And I noticed this in our church. They tend to sit in the first 2 rows. I mean, it's deep to me. It's a tendency I see where I feel like they're counting it all joy. None of them are happy. They're in a grief process. They're not like, oh, great, ha ha ha. No, but yet God, I have joy of knowing that my loved one is not suffering anymore and they're present with the Lord. They're not in eternal oblivion. They're in the presence of God. The Bible says so. And so later on today, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to exercise. And some exercise things I don't really enjoy, but I know it's good for me. There's some pushing, there's some pulling, and some of it is addressing muscles that my body protects itself from using. So it's good for me at this stage of my life and my age. It's good for everybody, but I just know that I can count it all joy because I go in and I work out in the gym. It's going to make me be more resilient in case I slip or pull, or get in a stressful situation. But spiritually, knowing that the testing of your faith produces endurance. Man, it says, and let endurance have its perfect result so that we may be perfect or mature, complete, thorough, lacking in nothing. Does that appeal to you? Read the other verses. Count it all joy. Get an attitude shift. And man, we're going to have a great year. God bless you.